on the rostrum, whatever that means. I was going to take for my subject this evening connubial bliss, whatever that means. I was going to talk on married life, but I'm afraid to, for I married a red-headed woman. Why, actually, my wife's hair is so red that when she goes in the backyard at night, the chickens take it for a sunrise and the roosters commence to crow. So I'll not talk on married life. But you've all heard that old joke that while it costs $10 to get a dog license, it only costs $2 to get a marriage license. In other words, it costs more to be a dog than it does to be a married man. Well, that's correct. So my advice to the young folks is take a chance and get the marriage license. It's just as good as a dog license, and 9 times out of 10 you lead a dog's life anyway. And besides, you save $8. And while you're leading a dog's life, 8 bones come in handy. So I'll not talk on married life. But there's one thing that's dear to married life, and that's the children. The children are dear. They keep us broke. But we all love the babies, the rattling, prattling babies. Some love girl babies and some love boy babies. I love girl babies, all the way from 18 to 40 years of age. So I'll not talk on married life. But I married my wife in Africa. I was in Africa raising chickens. I did very well raising chickens in Africa. I've raised as many as 25 and 30 chickens in a single night. That is, if it was a dark night. But finally she lost her job, and I came to the conclusion it's impossible for 2 married people to be happy together. That is, if they're married to each other. So I'll not talk on married life. But when you do get married, stick by anti-race suicide and raise a large family. That is, if you have an elevator in the house. But remember, sufficient of to the evil there is one baby. And don't, as long as you're ever in your right mind, pray for twins. Twins are equal to a permanent riot, and there isn't any real difference between triplets and an insurrection. But there's all in life. Life is like a game of cards that each one has to learn. Each shuffles, cuts, and draws his hand, and each a trump must turn. Some turn a high card to the top, while others turn a low. Some show a hand that's flush with trumps, while others none can show. When hearts are trumps, we play for love. Love is our right bower. With diamonds trumps, we stake our gold and play for wealth and power. When clubs are trumps, look out for war. But now comes the knave. We find at last the state turns up to dig each player's grave. Life is a game of cards that we all must play. Life, like a game of cards, must end someday. The world is a table we all play around, not respecting our friends or our pards, but we find at the minute we all pass our hands like a game of cards. I'll bid you good evening.